Baby, hold me, yeah. Let me love you, baby. Let me love you, baby, yeah. Baby, kiss me, yeah. Baby, touch me, yeah. Wanna be the lover for life. Be your baby, wow. By your side, and baby too fine. Mommy, you want to fly. Stars on the bill. To fly. I wanna be by your side. Baby, you are too fine. Baby, too fine. Love me, baby, hold me, baby, kiss me, Genevieve. Yeah. Baby, love me, baby, romance me. Love, oh, Genevieve. So let me be a Lambo driver. I go take you anywhere you wanna go. Yeah, baby. I go be your Weezy, baby. Oh. Yeah. I go be your daddy, yo. Yeah. You go be my mommy, yo. Starboy. Let me be a Bengali, oh. I'm the bunch. I go be your scapegoat, Tony. Let me be your two, Baba, oh. That's so, baby, Tigari, that's so, Tigari, my African queen. And baby, love me, yeah. Baby, hold me, yeah. Let me love you, baby. Let me love you, baby, yeah. Baby, kiss me, yeah. Baby, touch me, yeah. So let me be a Lambo driver. I go take you anywhere you wanna go. Baby. I go be your Weezy, baby. Yeah. Be your daddy, yo. Yeah. Go be my mommy, yo. Starboy. Bengali, oh. I'm the bunch. I go be your scapegoat, Tony. Let me be your two, Baba, oh. That's so, baby, Tigari, baby, love me, yeah.
Get in the conversation. It's time for Watch Trouble.
Let me love you, baby, yeah. Baby, kiss me, yeah. Baby, touch me, yeah. Wanna be loved for life.
Back boys where they go. I like it boy you heavy bro. When they give me hot when you go. We on the road with the finest. All the boys they behind us. Too much glow when they bang them. We are feeling me say
Oh my God, I thought I didn't remember. Did I get it? Did I pass?
Yeah, you did.
Thank you.
You did.
Good night, everybody. You know when you go away from work for like X amount of time and you forget your password and everything?
Oh, that used to happen to me.
That was the moment that I had right now.
Take a week off and then you can't get back into your computers.
Correct is right.
The worst.
So I just want to say good night to everybody. This is Chandy, sweet and fluffy like pink cotton candy, and you are watching Watch Trouble on gmgt.live. Tonight I can't even say the voice of God because he's actually on camera right now. So tonight I have Kareem until Dazzle comes in. Until Dazzle arrives.
Yes.
I know you guys haven't seen me in so long.
Yeah, where were you?
But wait, watch who reach. Speak of the devil.
I was about to say it's government, but I changed my mind.
Mr. Cunningham.
Mr. Cunningham, sir. Good night.
I just want to say shout out while we're here. I'm going to take the time to shout out everybody that's watching us on Julianspromos. You know, let us know what flag you represent and what country you represent. Give us those shouts there. Shout out to everybody that's watching on the, I forget what this thing, Twitch. Jesus Christ. Everybody who's watching on Twitch, pleasant good evening to you all. To Bertil, to Jenny the Cake Maker, to Gitty, to Shu 11 111 315. And all that good stuff. Yo, I need glasses. I'm not gonna lie. I'm getting old. I'm too old for this right now.
That's karma.
Shut up.
That's karma.
So we have a special guest tonight, Maddrass, that's gonna be in the building. I just want to do like a quick recap before we get into the mix of things.
Sure.
So for the 4 weeks I've been gone, what have you guys been doing?
Getting black in the sun.
You've been really getting black in the sun? Mm-hmm. Any blacker, you'll be the ace of spades.
That's one of the most powerful cards in the deck. So
that's right. I like that. You see, that's what I'm saying. I respect this man 110%. 110%. Hold on. I didn't get your mic. Okay. Which one are you?
Which one? This is 2. This is 3.
Jesus Christ. There we go. I turned off your mic. Shame on me.
See what happens when you stay away for too long?
I heard she was the one that bust the
No, I did not
head down
bust the Prime Minister's head, yo.
I did hear it was a red woman.
Man couldn't even get treatment in his own country. One big stone that do that, you know.
Well, the guy deserve that one still, you know.
To hell with all of you. To hell with all of you.
Good job, Chandy.
Whatever. I would just say this. Let me tell you, traveling internationally during these COVID times is a different flex. You gotta have energy for it, and I don't know. I don't know. Patience. And patience. I had the privilege of. I'll turn it and flip it and say it's the privilege. I had the privilege of traveling through Barbados on the first leg, and on the second leg was through Trinidad. Mm-hmm. And I could say from New York to Trinidad to Barbados to St. Vincent. Number one, where COVID protocols is concerned, as you come off the plane, I would give it to Barbados. Barbados is pretty much on point when it comes to their COVID protocols. Temperature check constantly, washing hands constantly. Like they want the PCR test as soon as you come off the plane. Where's your PCR test? Where's your passport and PCR test? When I got to St. Vincent, it's same treatment, but I had the baby, so they were kind of a little lenient. But I gave them everything one shot, and it was a breeze. All of these countries that you pass through, you have to fill out a Ministry of Health form before you enter the country. So I say all this to say I had a huge hiccup leaving St. Vincent, because when I was in St. Vincent, I constantly asked, does the baby need a PCR test? Does the baby need a PCR test? I was reassured several times he did not. So it didn't dawn on me that I needed to fill out a Ministry of Health form for Trinidad and Tobago. So when we got there, the airport said, Caribbean Airlines said, you cannot board the flight until you fill this out. I fill it out for me and the kids. Guess who could not board the flight? Take a wild guess out of everybody on this trip, who was not allowed to board the plane?
The 2-year-old baby?
The 1-year-old baby, yes.
Poor thing.
So mommy had to do a split decision. Worst feeling in the world. It actually brought me back to when I came home from the hospital without him. I had to leave him in St. Vincent. Yeah, I had to leave him in St. Vincent. He could not, because according to Trinidad guidelines, everybody right down to the baby has to take a PCR test. So I had to leave him in St. Vincent. The hardest decision I ever had to make in my life.
Sounds like a lawsuit to me. I
am in the process of taking care of all that. And the thing is this is how I know it wasn't a miscommunication on my part, because it was another baby that had another mother who was going through the same thing. The only difference is that mother was staying in St. Vincent anyway. So she took her baby, and they're supposed to be traveling out this weekend. The funny thing about this whole situation is they told me that the next flight out was not going to be until August 26th. And I was like, I got work. Then when she was trying to check the flights to see if I can get on that flight, everything was booked solid. She said the next flight out would be September 26th. So
your baby's still in St. Vincent?
Nah, he's here. Oh. So the thing is this, my sister was traveling out the next day but she's going through Grenada, and a Grenada does not require PCR testing for the baby.
Wow, shout out to the 473.
Yeah, shout out to 473 and shout out to Barbados, because I would have been crying my eyes out if I had to do all of that.
Trinidad deserve a good old Vincy
Trinidad, yeah,
so
they really let me down with that one, and you know what?
Do better, Rowley. Don't jackass the thing.
They really jackass the thing, because then on top of that, I had a midnight flight to leave Trinidad, and guess what? They have curfew. So when 6 o'clock reached, the place is a ghost town. Food done, everything done. You can't get anything in that airport whatsoever. I'm dead serious.
So Trinidad don't know that Vincy had big stone flying all over the place.
Yo, I said to myself, and I said I will not be taking Caribbean Airlines until they get their COVID protocol situation in check, and I won't be going to Trinidad for a while. Probably not until 2023. Until also they get their COVID guidelines in proper order.
You're rather brave, because I'm even second guessing traveling nationally versus internationally.
Because everything keeps changing.
I'm not going internationally. If I have plans, I got a hotel somewhere within the US, and I got all this stuff and money done spent, I'll just drive wherever I gotta go. That's fine by me. But there's no way that I'm driving all the way to the Caribbean. That's not happening.
It's crazy though. But all in all,
I enjoyed my little trip.
I enjoyed my trip to St.
Vincent. I went for 7 days, 2 of which was in quarantine.
That's it. Yeah.
My little 5 days outside wasn't too bad, you know.
More power to you guys, but I'm not getting a vaccine, and
no, you know, well, we didn't need the vaccine to travel, but I think now they're mandating.
I think especially St. Vincent, that's why he got the big stone, because that was the big debate over if it should be mandated for everybody to get the vaccine.
What I don't like is that you can't force people to do things they don't want to do.
That
Everybody
I
got
agree.
their own personal reasons, and if it's truly a democracy, you can't force people to do what they want to do. You can't claim that you have a democracy, but basically you're living under like dictatorship.
No, they're not telling you have to take it. They're telling you if you don't take it, don't work.
But mandating it is
well,
the same
come
thing.
on, man. If you
That's
need
not
your
a
bread and
mandate.
butter, what do you expect? That is like a mandate right
Go
there.
find a
That's a
job
mandate.
somewhere else. No, that's not a mandate. A mandate is, yo, you don't take this shit, we finding you and we putting it in your arm.
That's what they did
but
in
it's the same
China,
thing.
actually. That is what they did in China.
If you don't take it, I'm gonna find you and put it in your arm.
No, that's not.
They're saying,
that's
hey,
not fair.
to come in this environment, you need it. You don't have to come in the environment. Nobody's forcing you to go to the
That's
job
true.
there.
That's true. That's true.
It's harsh.
Of course, you're being forced to go to the job. It's America. You have to go to
So
work.
can I, before you guys
Yes.
start debating, can I just say this?
Yes.
So I am vaccinated, which we all know. Hence, I did the 2-day quarantine. Blah 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 blah.
All right.
So it just so happened the weekend that I was down there, they had 2 quarantine parties in St. Vincent,
Nice.
and it was pretty cool. You know, this was for national news. These were the 2 events everybody was focused on, because this is the first set of quarantine parties that occurred, and they were well attended. What somebody pointed out was they were shocked to see how much young people were fully vaccinated, and I think what happened was there was a campaign earlier up where they said if you want carnival, you have to be vaccinated. So that kind of drove, I think, a lot of youngsters to come out and get vaccinated. But you know, I see the pushback is really with the older people. And I can't get mad because of the options of the vaccine that's down in the Caribbean, at least in St. Vincent. It's only AstraZeneca, and it's also Sputnik, which is the Russian vaccine.
Yeah.
So if I had those 2 options, I'd be apprehensive my damn self. Honest to God.
Too. I'm apprehensive about the damn vaccine I took here, but I took it.
Listen, more power to anybody that made the choice to get their vaccine. I'm not gonna sit here and
Debate it.
downplay or try to make anybody feel any type of way. You made a conscious decision about your own personal situation, and that's cool. But you can't. I don't know. Me personally, I think that's a low blow. If you're saying, okay, well, if you're not vaccinated, you can't go to a restaurant. Fine, I can cook.
Yeah.
Or if you're not vaccinated, you can't go to the movies. I got Netflix. That's fine by me. Facts.
And everything is being streamed now via Fire Stick.
To say that I can't work.
Yeah, certain jobs.
That's ridiculous.
I have to say I agree with them for certain jobs.
If you work in a hospital, okay. If you work in a government facility, okay.
Right.
But if you're working in the market, what difference is it gonna make if you're vaccinated or not vaccinated? people with the vaccine can still catch any variant of the disease.
It's up in the air. It's a tricky and ticklish subject, to be honest with you. I'm not a scientist. I feel in the end we are all
I am not a scientist.
I feel like we are all lab rats, especially those who got vaccinated, because this is all trial and error and observation at this point in time.
I ain't no lab rat.
I agree. It's a little bit of a trial and error. We honestly do not know the long-term effects of what's going to happen with this vaccine. For all we know, 10 years from now, a lot of people could be going insane. Whatever the case is, we just don't know.
I know I'm not getting a booster because I had an allergic reaction to these last two here. I'm not doing a booster.
I don't know about the booster, but what we're finding out right now is they're saying the variant is only... the vaccine is only like 43% effective against the variant.
Is that Delta you got there?
I mean, hey, once I'm asymptomatic, vaccinate.
So Yuanti asked how
You want it.
asked how many boosters will be required for and for how long. It depends. We don't know because now they're saying that those who are vaccinated, it's lasting for 6 months. I don't know how accurate that is.
But even with the Delta right now, the Delta is proven tricky, so they don't know.
And then after Delta, there's some other variant.
Yeah, Lambda and
Lambada or something.
Yeah. Right now, they're just using Greek letters because...
they just can't get it together?
No. What happened, every mutation had like a number. So it would be like COVID...
22, 21.
Right.
Yeah.
And that was just proven too hard for people to keep up with. So the Greek letters just made it easier to say what this is and what that is. And that's why they ran into Greek letters, because they ran out of COVID A, COVID B, COVID C.
Yeah.
So
makes sense.
now we here. Listen, man, we in uncharted territory. I have no idea what the next year holds. I know I do not want another lockdown as an owner of a small business.
A lot of people don't.
I need economy to start running, but also I think I want people to be smart and safe.
Shifting gears, now that you brought that up, I feel like that's why Papa Cuomo got axed, because a lockdown was very much lurking.
You think?
I feel so. And the powers that be were just like, yo, look, Ixnay, Ixnay.
I'm not sure.
Ixnay, Ixnay. I don't care, Papa Cuomo. I love him to death. I don't care what any of you say.
I'm not saying anything.
He was the best governor out there in New York City. And I think what happened to him was wrong. If he touched the women, that's a different story.
I think he touched them, but I think it
in a nice way.
Not even in a nice way. I wouldn't say nice. I would say creepy.
Creepy how though?
Yeah. Because Kumo is coming
creepy?
from a time where touching like that was the norm.
Exactly. So it's not creepy. It's
not
more,
to him, but to the people that's
probably not
receiving.
even to us.
Yeah, but to the people that are receiving it, they obviously had a problem.
I don't think he touched them
inappropriately.
The way how the media has portrayed it.
I don't think so either.
I wouldn't say that he's the best, but I think the real reason he got axed is because he was retaliating and fighting against what they wanted the norm to be.
That's
I don't think he like, come on, like, look what they did to Bill Cosby.
They Cosby'd him.
And I'm not gonna say that Bill Cosby was innocent, but in the moment when you're looking to make a big power move, like buying CBS, or was it NBC?
Yeah,
that's when everything unrolled.
That I think is a unconfirmed rumor. The whole thing about him buying NBC. I don't think Bill Cosby and Kumo is in the same boat, and I'm
not saying it's in the same boat, but what I am saying is that it's.
I mean, they got the same amount of chicks coming against them.
It's usually when you're like doing something against what's normal.
Like Dr. CB.
I am not putting Bill Cosby in that same. Bill Cosby was a dirty man, a dirty old man.
Pudding.
Yeah. Bill Cosby was roofing people. That's a whole different level.
That's a whole different story, son.
He referred to it as pudding.
He said pudding.
He was giving them pudding.
So Gigi says, Ginger Mommy.
Yeah.
Ginger Mommy says, so all 11 are misconstruing what happened between them. Okay, so maybe in the mix, honestly speaking, why can't all 11 of them come together and say, yo, we're going to put you down?
So here's what
maybe some of it is accurate and some of it is hearsay.
Well, obviously nothing rose to the charge of criminal So
Do you understand what I'm saying? So do you get where I'm coming from?
yeah, but he obviously made some of these ladies feel uncomfortable. And like I said, different timing. Like I could have probably hugged somebody 2 years ago. Right now, listen, man, if I can send you on WhatsApp, I don't even want to see you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I want everything documented. Like some people usually ask me, like, why didn't you call that person? Because
Yeah,
I can't document it.
But you see now, what does this leave our society now? We're going to be a cold-hearted set of people, no emotion, we lack emotion, lack everything. I hate this cancel culture shit. I'm sorry to say, I cannot stand it.
The lines are being redrawn, and it's going to take a few years for the dust to clear because, I mean, yeah, I don't think what some of the things that I saw in the report from Kumo deserved the level of.
It didn't. That's my point. That is the point to my story where I feel like he was attacked.
Yeah, he was.
He was attacked.
He was.
But I will have to say that some of the things are, especially when you're in a position of power, you have to understand that some people may not be able to do certain things because they feel like you sign their checks, or you might be in control of them getting to a higher position or a raise or a promotion or whatever. And for the most part, I'm looking back at a lot of my time when I used to be in retail. I used to be in management. And I'm looking back at certain situations now, and I'm wondering, like, was I an asshole? Like, you know, could some of those things be considered, you know?
And there's no statute of limitations. So if you were really an asshole to somebody, they can come back and be like, I'm coming to sue your ass.
Well, you know, I have been having those conversations with myself, like trying to look back to see
in the mirror.
Yeah, no, I'm being honest here, because you know, some of the things back then where I could have told somebody like, hey, you know, get your ass back to work or something like that. Somebody might just come back,
you know.
Nah, never.
Oh boy,
never unwantedly.
Now you gotta look back. Now she said it was okay. Now she's like, I never said it was okay.
You know, Kareem slapped me on my ass, and because he was the manager, I didn't want to say anything.
There you go.
Yeah, so
you gotta look at everything. I think I was having this conversation with Gigi today, and we were both like, you know, we have sons, and you just gotta really look at everything. And it's like, how do you raise a kid in this?
I've been saying this for God knows how long, that I'm afraid to have children in this day and age. I'm afraid. I don't feel like they would suffer necessarily, but I feel like I would suffer for them. Mentally, having to explain these things and why these things are such and such. I mean, growing up, we had morals.
We sure did. I don't think there's any morals left now.
Yeah, we had certain things that we would know may not be morally correct, but you grew in a way to understand and allow it if necessary. But now it's like you have no choice, and that's my whole problem, right? With even the mandating of the vaccine, it's like there's no choice. It's not a democracy. It's not a democracy. It's not my choice to teach my children about the LGBTQ community, whatever.
You gotta put the I in there.
It's not my choice to teach my child about that. It's already embedded in their cartoons. It's already embedded in the childish things that they're supposed to partake in.
Right.
There's no choice, and that's one of my biggest problems with this whole pandemic era.
You do have a choice. You don't have to show them the cartoons. They don't have to watch that cartoons. For
yeah, but
a lot of people who are militant about that, they no TV at home. They take their kids.
I'm not if it that.
Right, but if it's to you, if it's worth it, you do what you gotta do.
Yeah, but within the same token, like even if I wasn't to show them the newer cartoons,
right?
Some of the cartoons that I grew up on are not the same anymore. Pepe Le Pew is no longer around. Mr. Potato Head is no longer Mr.
Oh my
Potato
God!
Head.
What is he?
Potato Head.
Yo, can you believe this?
Pepe Le Pew was
Yo,
a
they
rapist.
took away my whole childhood. I'm so serious.
I never had an inclination to think like, let me rape somebody after watching Pepe Le Pew.
Do you understand? Like all of that. Oh, before we go, Nicole Belzier says, truth, Cuomo has done the most for New York State without question. This was a political move because his political attention grew during COVID.
It did.
It did.
He had plans to run for president. Would you want a president in office that retaliates against everything else?
I was ready for him. I was really ready. I was going to vote for him 10 times over if I could.
Yeah, I would have probably came out of the woodworks and voted.
The problem that I have is the reason why I have this huge issue, why I feel like it was a real attack on him. You had a president in office that was touching pooms.
Grab her by the pee.
Grab her by the pooms, and he was okay with that.
The Republicans have a different set of standards than Democrats,
which we understand. But come on, man, come on.
Yeah. So
but
remember, even if he did not resign, they were gonna impeach him. They were gonna do that.
Me personally, I would have took the impeachment. I would have fought the impeachment.
I would have been a bad.
I would have fought the impeachment.
For powerful men like that, you can't fight the impeachment once it's there.
Once it's there, it's
there.
The impeachment is basically a lawsuit. If you win the lawsuit, then
there's no winning. Once they decide to vote,
that's it. Once the vote is there, that's it.
Vote. There is no winning. Like present case. These people will present a case, but at the end of the day, they could do whatever. Like when Donald Trump got impeached, there was overwhelming proof that what he was being impeached for, he did it.
But did he get convicted?
No, because the people who's voting. Right? And there were enough votes for him to... You had everybody within the chambers that he was getting support from was already bailing on him. So that's the only reason why. If he thought he had enough support to win enough votes over that impeachment, he wasn't going to resign. I bet he wasn't going to resign.
Really? Oh, you mean Cuomo?
Yeah, Cuomo.
Okay, then that makes sense.
Stop calling him that. It's Cuomo.
Whatever.
Cuomo?
Minister Godfather.
Cuomo.
Yes.
Cuomo.
I love him. I love that man. I'm so heartbroken.
You're so
yes, that is
on his pronunciation.
Yes.
All right. No Cuomo.
I like that one. Shout out to Brittany. Brittany says yes, the innocence of children has gone. Chantel, feel better. She says she's gonna log off and watch from Alexa. Listen from Alexa.
Nice.
I am late.
Her eyes are done.
Good afternoon, everybody that's in the chat room locked in with us tonight, except for Brittany. Chantel, Bertel,
I love it.
Ginger Mommy, you want it? Ooh, okay, no Cuomo.
Is that what we're gonna have to say going forward now?
Yeah, that's pretty much how it is. Get it on the floor. Shoe 111315. Jenny the cake maker. Mara. We got a full house tonight. I like that.
So you want to get back into the music and then we come back and talk smack?
Sure, why not?
All right. So guys, I'm gonna pass it over to DJ Dazzle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me see if I remember how to do this.
Oh boy.
Your body, sure you know say the thing when you carry 50 kill somebody. You know I feel a vibe, you feel a vibe, so baby whine about me. Yeah, and I know you shy, but it's cool when we're making love on the low, 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 on the low.
me thanking God for life. I just can't explain. I can't explain, no, no. Yeah.
Baby, fire they go. All the boys sit down colo, and they want some toro tom tom tom. She call the pion pion pion. Waka waka baby, ooh baby, corner baby. And I go tell my mama, and I go tell my papa, and I go tell them say, you be waka waka baby, you be chuku chuku baby, baby sawale, sawa sawa sawale, sawa sawa sawale. Hey hey, pom pom, ikoro pom, ikom pom, ikoro pom, ikom pom, ikoro pom, ikom pom, ikoro pom, pakolopa, 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 pom pom.
Call me red and miss, sleeping with the girl next door. And when she see me, she says she no go mind. Boy, would you give me some more? Shorty gave me, then she call me red and miss, sleeping with the girl next door. And when she came, she says she no go mind. Boy, would you give me some? Shorty wanna rock, shorty wanna Shorty said, ketchup make you give me back shot. Shorty wanna rock, shorty wanna ketchup make you give me back a yacht. Pam pam banana pam panam pananam pam pam banana pam panam pam 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 banana pam panam pananam pam pam banana pam panam pam 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 banana pam panam pananam pam pam banana pam panam pam 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 banana pam panam pananam pam pam banana pam panam pam. Shorty gave me, then she call me red and miss, sleeping with the girl next door. And when she see me, she says she no go mind. Boy, would you give me some more? Shorty gave me, then she call me red and miss, sleeping with a girl next door. And when she came, she said she no go mind. Boy, would you give me some? She said she wanna bounce to the naira and the dollar and the pounds. See ma, see she said she wanna bounce to the naira and the dollar and the pounds. See, this girl no they use me ton because I like a picky bum bum. This girl no they use me ton. She said she wanna give me some. This girl, they never trouble no one. Cause if you trouble this girl, Bobby. See what? Shorty gave me, then she call me red and miss, sleeping with a girl next door. And when she see me, she says she no go mind. Boy, would you give me some more? Shorty gave me, then she call me red and miss, sleeping with a girl next door. And when she came, she says she no go mind. Boy, would you give me some? So we start to pam pam banana pam panam pananam pam pam banana pam panam pam 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 banana pam panam pananam pam pam banana pam panam pam 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 banana pam panam pananam pam pam banana pam panam pam pam banana pam panam pananam pam pam banana pam panam.
So romantic kind of girl to make me feel warm and comfortable. Wrap me up like a sheet, tape on a bed, give me shivers like a brain freeze in me head. And girl, I wonder where you get that formula. The way you slow wine, girl, you make me come over. And I want you to wine and hold me tight. I want you stay for the rest of the night. Girl, I wanna so wine on ya. I wanna move, you make me groovy like soca. Slow wine on ya. I wanna feel on the tick, take time with the talk. One side at a time, make the bumper drop, girl. Ease in, ease out, ease in, ease out. Smooth on the skin like lotion. It's a wine they call slow motion. Me gotta
slow wine for me. Yeah, girl, you make me go low, go low. The way you wind in the slow mo, slow mo. Make I love you now, now, now. So good, take it down, down, down. Yeah, yeah. Hey, the way you back it up, easy. Back it up, please me. Yeah, Trini wine, yeah. Slow wine for me.
Girl, I wanna slow wine on ya. I wanna move, you make me groovy like soca. Slow wine on ya. I wanna feel you, yeah, yeah. Slow wine on ya. Come on, let me hook up the bumper, nah, nah. Slow wine on ya. Hey, say that don't mean I can rock it up. That don't mean you can back it up. I go make your knees wobble like my name you call. Make you feel sweet, back your
Trini up.
And girl, I wonder where you get that formula. The way you slow wine, girl, you make me come over. And I want you to wine and hold me tight. How are you stay for the rest of the night? Sail away. Wine on ya. I wanna move, you make me groovy like
Sail away. Sink or float, I don't care what you do, babe. Throw me overboard. Throw me overboard. Throw me overboard.
Hey, Choppy.
My girl, you're sweet like pineapple, you're sweet like tangerine. And I have the sweetest piece of wine here for you. The way that you're giving me vibes, I just want you next to me. And I hear watching you all night, I love off your energy. All night, your waist moving. I see you know what you're doing. All night, your body talking. You think speaking the language. You have me like, oh Lord, oh. I'm feeling like I just spent the love tour. Down the line, oh Lord, oh. You are the captain. Sail away. Sail away. Sink or float, I don't care what you do, babe. Throw me overboard. Throw me overboard. Rocking back and forth like a tidal wave. I wanna buy you a road, girl, so you can put on a show, girl. You know the code, girl. I need you to know I have a best thing right in my face. You have a best thing right in your ways. Come, let me jam, let me jam, let me jam, let me jam, let me jam to the bass. I wanna make love to this song that's so calm. I wanna make love to this song that's so calm. I wanna drive you crazy. Girl, you drive me crazy.
Get in the conversation. It's time for Watch Trouble. Watch Trouble.
About time, Chandy.
Yes, I'm proud of myself. Maybe I needed that time away to get to the groove of things.
To drop a sound effect, yeah.
Shut up. Good night, everybody. This is Chandy, sweet and fluffy like pink and cotton candy, and you are watching Watch Trouble on GMGT Live. I am here with my favorite DJ in the whole wide world.
I'm really dark, so I can't blush tonight, but you know? Yo, Shri Dazzle, I'm in the building. Welcome to Watch Trouble. How you mean?
And then we have a very special guest in the building.
Go on, introduce yourself, Jen.
Yeah, you introduce yourself.
Maddrass, yo. We here.
We here in the building.
Definitely here.
So, you know, what we normally do, we tell guests who are here. This is not a normal interview. This is just a lineman chill.
I'm chilling.
We're going to get to know you. We're going to put out questions. We're going to pose the topics. And you're going to go with the flow.
All right.
If there's any objection, just put your hand up. Be like, I can't answer that right now.
Objection.
Good. So we got it there. So how we normally start our sessions, we usually start off with a game called This or That. So we pose some questions to you and you choose which one you want. If you choose to share a story, you can. We might, push and poke more to get more information out of you. So that's just a heads up. It's one of our favorite games here.
All right, I'm down.
You down?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So I just want to say, before we start, I just want to say shout out to everybody who's watching via Julianspromos, because we have our fans out there in Julianspromos.
Julianspromos.
And also shout out to everybody via Twitch. Brittany, You Want It, Gitty, and we have Eduardo. I don't know where Eduardo's from. I want everybody to drop their flag so we know which country you're representing right now. To Nicole, also out there in Julianspromos land. So I just want to say goodnight to everybody and thank you very much. So I'm going to start off with this or that. I'm going to start it off real soft and slow, paused, and then I'm going to pass it over to Dazzle, who'll then take it over. We're going to go back and forth. So just be on the lookout for us. So Brittany is representing Jamaica and Guyana. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Who cares?
So I'm going to start off. Maddrass,
Yeah.
do you like chocolate or vanilla?
Vanilla.
Really?
Yeah.
You hate chocolate. You look like
Yeah.
you have the hate chocolate
Yeah, I'm
face.
kind of like allergic to chocolate. So chocolate like when I eat chocolate, it make my belly run. I don't, you don't want your belly to be running.
Of course not.
Oh, ting.
No, but I hate chocolate, so we on the same page.
So
We on the
that means
same
you can't
page.
eat red velvet neither?
Yeah.
Yeah, depending. Like Lord's
You
Red
mad.
Velvet is not real chocolate.
That's my favorite cake.
It's not real
that's
chocolate. Yeah, but Lord's
No.
does not make it like
That's
it is.
chocolate?
It is
It's chocolate.
chocolate. But
Say
for what
word.
yeah, some people
It is
can make
chocolate,
it
bro.
real chocolatey, and some people don't make it real chocolatey.
Red velvet is just red chocolate, bro.
Okay.
You learned something tonight.
All right.
But you see, I'm with you on that. See,
Shit.
we on the same page there. We on the same page.
Chocolate? Nah, no
Yeah.
bueno. Nah. Nah, I'm good on that.
Jenny,
Alright.
go ahead. Jenny the cake maker. Shout out to everybody in the UK. Shout out to you guys.
Let me see. We start in
Soft, man. Soft. Real soft.
why?
You want to take it up a notch because we ain't been
No,
here for
that's
a while. Go
why-
right ahead.
That's a why for your argument, Chandy. Alright, bet. Fast car, fast bike.
Fast car. I never drive a bike before, and I don't like bikes, so.
Wow. They might
Big
tell
up
you-
to my bike life crew, though.
You might tell your Lucian card revoked for that one, bro.
Yeah. Sorry. No bike life. Car life.
All right, I hear you with that one. So, river lime or
Big
beach
up
lime?
cruiser.
River lime or beach lime?
Beach.
Why?
Because actually, thinking about it, the river.
Okay, so okay,
river
now
lime.
you really have to tell the story. Why river?
Because I've been on a river lime. It's different. It's more different from the sun. Being in the sun on the beach, I rather the river. The fresh.
The trees and all that stuff.
Fresh
Okay.
water coming down. You
Mm-hmm.
ever been in a river before?
I have in Trinidad.
You know that feeling then.
Yeah,
Good feeling. Not.
it's different. It's different. I prefer the beach. I'm a beach girl. That's my style.
I like the spring. My grandmother had a spring in Trinidad.
Oh yeah.
Behind
I
the
like
house.
that too. Yeah.
Up in the bush.
I don't know about the bush part, but
Nah, it's up in the bush. Yo, when I say this spring was like up in the bush, like you had to walk through bush, but when they get there, that shit was so beautiful. yo.
Beautiful. I like
It's
that.
it's in the bush, in the bush.
Lord, no comment.
Yeah, boy.
Brittany said, "Take off your glasses. She want to see your face and she want to see you smile."
oh my! Alright, y'all want me to take up the shades? Give me like 5 more minutes.
Okay,
don't
okay.
let-
5 minutes though.
Don't let Brittany body up in here.
Nah, chill. I'm sorry. Give me like 5 more minutes.
She said she doesn't trust guys who wear glasses indoors at night.
He doesn't trust girls that are named Brittany.
Anyway, continue. Go on.
Yeah, you're right on that one though. Artie.
Yeah. All right, so let me see. Reds are browning.
Browning.
Good answer.
Nice browning doggy.
There's a big spectrum for that.
Woo! My guys know I like brownings.
That's
Yo,
what's up.
JB, big up yourself, man.
That's what's
Chandy,
up.
out to look.
Reggae or soca?
That question you're asking me.
Nah, okay. Raga soca or soca? Which is power soca. So raga soca or power soca? Raga / groovy or power soca? Ah!
That's a hard one right there. I like the more. I like the raga, bro.
Okay.
I like the
The groove,
Groovy.
slowing down.
slow down sometimes.
I think as opposed to power, I love power. I love to while up a raga soca. To me, you could take it further. It could cross over internationally if necessary, as opposed to power. Because power, it's really our culture. People outside of our culture really won't understand why we jumping up and down like fools, drinking beer, beating our. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whereas with that,
Listen, white people go all the time, and we don't understand why they do it. So I mean, every culture is entitled to having something that another one doesn't understand.
that's just food for thought. Food for thought. But I feel you on that one. Your turn, Dazzle.
Dazzle.
Straight from the earth or edibles?
I was gonna ask that.
Haha.
Straight from the earth.
For real?
Yeah.
He said it real Lucian. He said, "Oof."
Sorry.
It's all right.
The TH turns to an F.
Yeah. Oof.
Yeah, I don't know.
Nah, I don't blame you. I had this conversation with my friends in St. Vincent. Crip. Shout out to Crip if he's watching.
Yo,
and
Crip.
we had this discussion about the edibles versus the actual weed. And we all said edibles is like a next level kind of high. And if you're not careful, you could find yourself just giggling and cackling.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. I had this experience one time, right? I'm scared of heights, so I don't like roller coasters. One time I went to Six Flags for that little Halloween thing they were having, and we was doing a bus ride. I had mad edibles. It was cookies. Mad at them going. When I tell you I got on every single roller coaster with no kind of fear in my heart.
That's what I'm saying. It's a whole new level.
It's a whole different level. Like, I don't want to be feeling like that. Like, no screaming, nothing.
And
Just straight
everybody
down,
said
like,
that. Everybody
yeah.
said it. It's a different level, and you don't like that feeling because it's just like you become invincible.
I can control a high. But edibles, you be doing all kind of like.
Nah, listen, I was high for a week with edibles, bro.
Yeah, I don't want that. I wouldn't want that.
I prayed for like 3 days, like, Lord, just let me come down off this high.
I wouldn't want that.
I will never eat one again. And guess what?
That.
I never eat one again.
All right, so I would say this. So weed versus liquor. Which one? Weed or liquor?
Oh my God. Well, let me tell you something. Rum in my heart. Rum in my vein. Yeah.
Look at your
See, this
face.
is why we're friends, you know?
Rum in my heart.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. White liquor, dark liquor.
I'll go with dark.
I can't mess with y'all.
I'll go with dark.
I can't mess with y'all.
White meat is like edible.
So you feel so?
Yeah. White is like an edible.
Dag, yo, and I feel the opposite. I feel like when I drink dark, I'll be just in a different zone.
Nah, you be in a different zone with white too. I mean,
yeah, white. It was.
I
Like
could flex with white. I like white. I prefer white.
I can do it sometimes, but I chill out on that now because that be I can't.
It's different, yeah.
I wonder how you add videos to this thing so that we can see Chandy off of clear liquor.
Shut up.
Oh, that was in the Starbucks cup you had.
Possibly. We'll see in the next couple of hours. All right, so sex on a beach or sex in the house?
Beach would be nice. Oh, yeah, that sounds nice. Yeah.
Are you looking to me to co-sign this?
Yeah, no, to come up with something else.
How am I supposed to go after that?
No, that's what usually ends it. So I'm gonna let you end it, and then we're gonna go straight into the interview.
Okay. All right. Foreign trip to somewhere you never been, or foreign trip to somewhere you've been before?
Somewhere I never been.
Why?
And where?
No lie, I wanna go to Paris.
That's what's
I
up.
want to go to Paris. Like that's different.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they're gonna kidnap me or what, but I don't care. Like, once I step foot in Paris, I'm Gucci.
So I have to ask this question: do you speak Creole or you speak just straight English?
I ain't gonna lie to you a little bit.
A little bit of Creole.
I can talk English right now. What's up?
Nah.
Nah.
So if you was to go to Paris, would you be able to actually communicate with them, or you just be like you need an interpreter?
If they speaking straight, I'm gonna need an interpreter.
Okay, got you.
Yeah.
Got you.
I ain't gonna fib on the life like that.
I mean, why not? I mean, I can't speak it, so.
Yeah, it's all
I would
right.
need I would love to learn more, but
I think yeah.
you know.
Yo, is
I'll go
Rosetta
down.
Stone or something of the past, or people still use it?
I have no idea. I mean, in Mincy, we speak straight sarcasm, so I mean.
Oh, this damn idiot, yo. When last you went to St. Lucia?
2 years ago.
2 years ago?
Yeah, before COVID.
Okay.
You know, COVID doing a bunch of stuff right now.
Damn COVID.
So I'm gonna have a controversial one for you, and we're gonna end it with this one: vaccinated or unvaccinated?
I'm gonna tell this to I don't. Oh my god. I'm gonna sound like a mama's boy on the live. Mm-hmm. Until my mom tells me to get vaccinated, then I get vaccinated. You feel me? But if it has to do with purpose of me like traveling and stuff like that, I'm gonna get vaccinated.
Yeah, because I've seen a lot of artists that have gotten vaccinated because they need to travel in order to get to where they need to go. So
exactly.
So
at the end of the day, as an artist, it's your bread and butter. So I mean, whatever you gotta
you gotta do.
to-
You gotta do.
So
Yeah. All right. So that concludes this or that. You survived part 1. The camera's that way.
since I survived, I'm gonna take off the glasses for Brittany. Okay.
Brittany, you see he took it off.
I got you.
So now I'm gonna ask some questions here. For those who don't know, because I could not find a bio on you, and I don't know if that's just me.
Chelsea, what's wrong with you? Why do people can't find bio on me?
That's what I'm saying. So I want people who don't know who you are, give them a glimpse of who you are. Give them just a couple sentences if necessary.
Okay, I am Maddrass.
Mm-hmm.
I am the coolest, funniest guy. I turn up all the time, no matter what. I always turn up, unless I have my little moods and stuff like that. You know, people be having their little moods, but I'm always the life or something. Like you know, chill. I'm mostly chill though. I'm kind of shy though, for real.
For real, you can't be an artist and shy. That's impossible.
I'm growing out of it.
That's good.
I'm growing out of it actually.
No,
that was me like last year. I used to be scared to go on stage. I ain't gonna lie, like.
No, but honestly speaking, especially since COVID, I'll be very honest with you. Artists who have not performed in X amount of time have become very nervous when it comes to the stage. They would never tell you that, but if you're backstage with them, they'll ask for this drink and that drink, and then when they loosen up, then they'll come out, yo, I was nervous, I was scared, and
Yeah.
And it's so shocking. And it's also real because you see how people have switched up from since the pandemic until now.
That
so
affects a lot of things.
It does. How has the pandemic affected you? As cheesy as that question is, it's still a good question to ask.
It was, to me, it was good.
Okay, why would you say that?
You know, I didn't put out enough music as I wanted to during the pandemic, but the ideas that I came up with, the music that I made during the pandemic, and the stuff that I did was good.
I'm gonna, in a few, we're gonna actually have Dazzle give like a little medley of all the music that we have for you, because I want people to know who you are, for those who don't know. You understand? How long have you been in the music industry?
Since 16 or 15, 2015.
2015,
yeah.
2015. Okay. And you started here or in St. Lucia?
I started here actually.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay. And then how often were you traveling back and forth between here and St. Lucia?
I would go like once a year, carnival time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Never outside of Carnival?
Yeah.
You don't feel it's important to
I
go
be
outside
working.
of Carnival? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good answer. I can't get mad for that
But
one.
it would be a good thing too though.
It is, because then you also get in touch with your island as well and your people.
That's true.
Outside of the Carnival aspect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
how? Go ahead.
So what? If you say you started in 15 or 16, what was the final nudge that actually made you want to turn artist and go for it?
Well, I started in 15, 16. Well, big up to Sheem on the outside, you know, Sheem. Big up yourself, man. But Ben, yeah. But Sheem was the one that gave me that call. Was like, yo, I got this song I need you to be on, and I think you could do it. But you never even hear me sing a song before. I ain't gonna tell you if I gonna do something, right? So we got in the studio, and I did it. I did it.
He was like, yo, mom, I did it.
I did it. And I was making like per se, I was making collabs with him like most of the time, and my first single was Cruiser. He was like, yo, you can make a song on this rhythm. Big up the Cruiser on the outside, that's my blood right there. He said, yo, you could do a song on this rhythm. I'm like, yo, bro, I never did a song by myself before. And you know, I did it.
I was gonna say, what are these songs that you're referring to for those who don't know?
Well, Sheem, there's a lot of songs with Sheem. So, you know, they got The World. They got the forgot forgot the name of it. It was mad long
Yo,
ago.
it happened.
Son,
You know.
I forgot. But the single that I really came out with, my first single was Make the Bumper. On America Bay Rhythm.
Yeah.
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 As a beater. As a beater.
So I'm gonna I would like to have Dazzle play. I don't know if Dazzle wants to ask another question before we get into the music.
Now that we introduce him on proper, man.
Yeah, man. Let me do it.
I run the tune, man.
So, guys, if you're now tuning in, we have the pleasure of having Maddrass representing St. Lucia. We're about to play some music from him, and I want you guys to see if you are familiar with his music, because you might have this moment like, oh, I didn't know he sang this. So when you come back, ask your questions. Keep it locked. Watch Chubble.
Come me tell them, yo, Maddrass say yo, Cruiser give me them one, just bend and give me wine. I want you to tick and do something sick. I want you to tick and wine on the talk. My girl start to wine on the talk. Turn around and then you push back. I want you to tick and just talk. My girl start to wine on the talk. Turn around and then you push back. You know I really like that. Simon says to wine. Roll your waistline, tick and took with time. No bend and give me wine. Start to bend it there. You bending anywhere, my girl. I just stop to stare. When you climb on I want chair. You to tick and do something sick. I want you to tick and wine on the top. My girl start to wine on the top. Turn around and then you push back. I want you to tick and just talk. My girl start to wine on the top. Turn around and then you push back. You know I really like that.
You like the lolly, you like the lollipop, you like the lolly, you like the lollipop, lolly lolly, pop like a lollipop, lolly lolly, pop like a lollipop, I go, lolly lolly, pop like a lollipop, lolly lolly, pop like a lollipop, pop pop pop, make it pop and drop, when you walking up, freeze like you is a cup, pop and then start walking up, bubble like some bubble gum, my God, you so troublesome. If I ever catch you there tonight, it's no condom. Lolly lolly, pop like a lollipop. Lolly lolly, pop like a lollipop. My girl, lolly lolly, pop like a lollipop. Lolly lolly, pop like a lollipop. My girl.
For the girls that know how to bend and wine, for the girls that can make the two cross clap one time.
Check from just today.
Make it spin like that.
Check from just today.
Freddy push a clap. Matty bodo fessa. My girl say you're wicked in a bed. Go down low and wine pon your head. Do handstand then spread out your legs. Turn around and wine pon the girl wine pon the edge. Turn around and wine pon the wine pon the edge. Turn around and wine pon the.
Check from just today.
Today go propeller.
Check from just today.
People fessa bad.
Check from just today.
Today go propeller. Make it spin like that.
Check from just today.
Freddy push a clap. Matty bodo fessa. Boom. Make it clap. Shake like that. Bend your back. For the snapshot, my girl, bend your back. Make it clap. Wine go low. Make bumper bust.
Check from just today.
Today go propeller.
Check from just today.
People fessa bad.
Check from just today.
Today go propeller. Make it spin like that.
Check from just today.
Freddy push a clap. Matty bodo fessa.
Get in the conversation. It's time for Watch Trouble.
Dag like, yo, I put the man on the spot. I am so sorry. Well, the show's called Watch Trouble. You always got to be on your P's and Q's up in this joint. Okay? All right? I apologize for not, including you in the mix. So for next time.
See, I learned something.
You did. I'm going to try and switch the camera over next time. I apologize.
Let's go.
So good night to everybody. This is Chandy, sweet and fluffy like pink cotton candy. You are watching Watch Trouble on GMGT Live. Tonight, I have the pleasure of having Mr. Maddrass representing St. Lucia in the building. We just played, DJ Dazzle just played a medley of all his songs that we have here.
Not all, but
good cream of the crop. A little something. Little something.
A little dip in the water.
Shout out to Brittany. Brittany, we are not, I don't know. Dazzle always coming on top of you. Pause. But shout out to Brittany. Brittany actually identified you as one of the artists that performed at Harmony Fest recently. So how was that performance?
That was lit.
It was?
Yeah.
That's what's up.
That was my probably like my second, that was probably like my first actual one. After the
whole COVID situation.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
That was mad.
Any questions, Mr. Dazzle?
Yeah, so we have a couple songs here from you. What can we expect going forward?
Bigger and better.
Of course.
Bigger and better, my boy.
That is definitely what she said, by the way.
Jesus Christ. Oh, man.
Sorry, I had to put that in there. Sorry, go ahead. Look at his face, though. Look at his face. I'm sorry, I derailed the whole interview. I'm sorry.
It's all right. It's Chubble.
So in other news, any upcoming collaborations that you want to mention that we should look out for?
I don't have any collaborations as of yet. I got some single dingles going on.
So when are you gonna drop the rest of your singles?
I can't tell y'all that.
Why not? We inquire minds want to know.
All right. There's no specific dates.
Okay.
So I got one dropping probably either before Labor Day or after Labor Day. Sometime in September though.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. That's fair enough.
Okay.
All right. So
probably throw something a little before that. I don't know yet.
All right.
Think about it.
So we're gonna get into the show part now. So this is where we have you now as a panelist to join the discussion with us. All right.
All right.
So I mean, in between time, in the meantime, we will ask questions about the music. Like Cruiser had a song with you, correct?
Yeah.
Within that.
Cruiser.
I'm so sorry, Cruiser. I always say Cruiser, and you gotta forgive me for that. All right. Forgive me for that. I always call you that, and he never corrects me. He's just like, all right, what's up? You know what I'm saying? He never corrects me, so I'm just thinking, all right, good.
That's your name.
Right? So how was that collaboration or joining forces? How was that? Because I did hear you say that's blood, so that's like somebody real.
That's my cousin.
That's your cousin.
Yeah.
Okay, see, I didn't know that. You see, I'm learning as we go.
You learned something new today.
There you go. See, we both learned something new.
That's my cousin right there.
That's what's up.
All right, that's my guy.
You don't see one without the other.
Yeah. You see me, you see him.
It's true.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
So we can expect more from you collaborating, so forth and so forth?
With him?
Yeah.
Here's the thing though. You know he's my producer. He makes my rhythm.
You see, I didn't know that.
So yes, of course, you're gonna see no collaborations.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
See,
it's only up.
That's it. Up from here.
We're going up together.
That's what's up.
Word.
Can't get vexed for that one.
That's when they keep it in the family. That's how it goes.
I was gonna say something, but I'm not. So in other news, I have to ask this question because you missed this segment where we were discussing Papa Cuomo. How do you feel about Papa Cuomo being, removed from power in New York? You just don't care.
I'm be honest with y'all. I don't even keep up with those kind of stuff.
Are you serious?
But I know about it though. I know about it.
Okay.
I know about it.
Okay.
Trust me.
Okay.
Trust me. To me, he's good.
That's how I feel.
He was real good. Like,
that's how I feel right here.
I mean, I feel like he shouldn't have all that criticism, whatever people gotta say about you. That shouldn't have to stop you from doing what you gotta do. You get what I'm saying? But if the government, no power, tell him to, you can't do nothing. You get what I'm saying? You got people hiding you.
I don't know, man. I feel if Guyanese people could get a pass, then criminals should be alright, man.
Yo, I'm glad you said that because there is somebody who actually wants to cancel culture on curry. They don't want to use the. They don't want people to use the word curry because of the connotation, the negative connotation of the British colonialism. The article is posted on the Watch Trouble page. So I have to ask this question: if we cancel curry, what do we call it?
Chicken curry.
But then you still putting curry in there.
So you can't have curry at all?
You can't say curry at all.
So come on, bro.
Spice chicken.
Come on. You know what? That's the perfect opportunity for somebody to retaliate. Because
yeah, because like what?
Somebody go bust their head. What do you mean cancel curry?
Nobody like.
I have the article there. The lady, they want to cancel curry. A food blogger said that she wants to cancel curry because of the negative connotation associated with the word curry.
What kind of manji that girl on?
You have that lady's name?
You know what? If you go on the Watch Trouble page, folks, we're gonna pull up the article.
Shameless plug, but come on. I need to tell she to her she mother so and so.
California vlogger cooked up an Indian food controversy with a call to cancel the word curry, blaming its widespread usage on the British colonialism. A viral April Instagram post from Chahati Bansal, so she's Indian, on her Rooted in Spice page sparked a debate over the word's usage to describe the dishes of different tastes from various regions of South Asia and has been widely recirculated in recent media reports. I'm not even going to bother with the recipe in this voiceover because I have more important things to discuss. Canceling the word curry.
Miss Lady.
Somebody go grab her face for me. Grab her face for me.
Look her face right there.
Yo, I don't want to slap your foot on or damage it.
You cannot cancel curry.
I mean, I don't, but this is the point that I'm saying. I'm so over the cancel culture movement because they just cancel everything under the sun.
They're trying to.
We just said they cancel Pepe Le Pew. They cancel Mr. Potato Head. You can't call Mr. Potato Head Mr. Potato Head. It's just, I think, Potato Head now.
Not even a mister in front.
Not even a mister because
so that just cancel the character. That makes like stuff like that just make no sense.
That's how I feel. It really makes no sense.
So if you canceling curry, you just might as well just not make curry chicken.
What she needs to do is cancel her birth certificate because honestly, if she's a full Indian, then like come on, bro. That is your culture.
She needs to cancel herself.
Come on, it's not British. That's not a British.
She don't like curry chicken. That's why.
She probably can't cook.
She don't like curry chicken.
But this girl run belly.
So Brittany says we can call it spiced yellow chicken.
I was thinking that too.
Gee,
I was thinking about
that's still
yellow
a lot
chicken.
To say.
Nobody's who want yellow chicken.
That's a lot to say, man.
Nah, it's already weird that they got orange chicken. Yellow chicken ain't gonna make it no better.
Nah, seriously.
Spice yellow chicken.
Spice yellow chicken.
It's curry.
I don't know.
It's curry. It's Mr. Potato Head.
She can't stop nobody from saying curry chicken. You can still, wait, hold on. They can still cancel it in the store, but if I go in the store, I'm not saying that. Yo, let me get a curry chicken and rice.
Yo, and then on top of that, did you see the new Aunt Jemima boxes? It's not Aunt Jemima.
I didn't.
It's called something else. I forgot.
They changed the pancake box?
They changed the pancake. They canceled Aunt Jemima.
That makes sense though because Aunt Jemima was never really Aunt Jemima. It was just a racist terminology.
And they canceled Uncle Ben, so it's not gonna be Uncle Ben's anymore. It's gonna be something else.
Racist terminology.
You said Uncle Ben's?
Yeah, the rice.
Yeah, they need to change that name, of course.
Yeah.
Uncle Ben.
All of that was just racist terminology.
They need to change that.
And it's true. I agree with you, Brittany. This generation is very exhausting. It's hard. It's hard.
100%.
It is hard.
You can't even keep up. It's hard to keep up.
No.
Yeah, bro.
It's hard to keep up.
I feel like an old man.
You're not. And with that being said, are you afraid to write certain songs or sing certain songs because it might become offensive to somebody out there?
No.
See, now we are in a sensitive culture.
No. I made a song called Lolly.
Yeah, I love that song. I love that song, by the way.
I mean, I agree with you. Look at Buju. Buju sing Boom Bye Bye. The song get cancelled.
Yeah.
But he became one of the biggest reggae artist series in the world.
I have to say this though. Even though they cancel him, do you know how much homosexuals is still sing that song and put up a gun finger when they singing it? And I'm like, what was the point of canceling it? They still gonna give it that level of respect.
Because it's the people.
It was just pointless.
It was pointless. Outside of the reggae culture that don't understand how the movement was affected by that song. That's a man's religion. You know, you can't fault a man for faith.
But I wouldn't make a song to affect nobody or nothing like that.
No, but that's the whole thing with cancel culture. It's not that you are doing it to offend anyone. It's just that you're thinking a simple For
a
example,
little slang or something like that.
and somebody would take offense to it.
Yeah, of course.
Somebody would take a simple thing and take it to the next level, and that to me it troubles me and it bothers me because it's just like you can't do anything without offending somebody.
People in this generation too is sensitive.
That's what a lot of people are saying.
Sensitive. Before certain things like that
Didn't
wasn't,
bother you.
you know I'm a song Tupac and them singing that, a bunch of,
I know.
I can't say it here.
You could say it here, just no F notes. No F notes allowed.
A bunch of stuff that is offensive, some, loud curse words, stuff like that. But you say one thing in this generation, they want to ban you from certain things. They want to cancel you out. They want to.
And you gotta be very careful.
You gotta be really careful what you say. Like the one little word thing you say or the thing
jack
you
up
do,
your whole career,
and it get on that social media.
I mean, the way I see it, it's not even those people that are really in the alphabet community that feel it. It's the people that have more to lose if they offend the alphabet community. Record labels, store companies.
Cause that's where they.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. That's where their money is from.
Come from.
Come on, you're overdoing it, bro.
That's where the money comes from.
But you know what? But the funny thing is this: even the alphabet community, most people, when you speak to them, they really are annoyed by it. They're equally annoyed by it.
They just want to be normal.
It's just the flaming ones that just take it to the next level.
They just want to be normal. I mean, it's understandable if somebody is saying, kill all of them. They need to die.
Yeah, I'm not for that.
I understand that. You want to cancel that person, whatever. I think that's pretty effed up to say the least, in that spectrum. But I mean, what? You missed the potato head, bro?
Facts. Brittany says never censor yourself. She said whatever you do, don't ever censor yourself. I think you got a fan over here.
Censor myself?
Censor yourself.
Censor?
Yeah, don't censor yourself to please these people out here.
I do everything for moi. Thanks though, Britt. I got you.
People love controversy, bro.
That's it. Controversy always sells. So I have one question here that we have posed. If you only had one wish, what would it be? You want me? Okay, I'm gonna read the comments that we have here first, and maybe it might trigger something for you as I read them. That works for you?
All right.
All right. So I'm gonna read the comments that I have.
I feel like I failed this part.
Nah, you ain't feel it. You ain't feel it. Nothing at all. So somebody wrote to bring my grandmother back. Somebody said that was a loaded question, and then they said to get rid of COVID. Someone else wrote, my answer is too brutal, so I would just keep it to myself. And she said she would just bring back her amazing mom. Somebody wished they could be 100% healthy. Berto says, tough one for her, but she wished that she was able to spend her last moments with her mom. Natasha says, it's easy. She wished she had her dad back. One person wished she could win the lottery. Another person said they wished that they could see their brother who passed away. And one person wished to never worry about money.
Natasha, I think that's my cousin,
For real?
Yeah. I do miss Uncle though, but one wish, I want to make it big, global.
That's a
I want to make it out, and I want to make mommy happy, give it back to moms. Word up. I know she sacrificed a lot. I know. I tell.
For real?
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Wish.
That is a good wish. I respect that wish.
I wish I could live like Batman minus the superhero stuff.
That's really your wish?
Yeah, live low key with an unlimited amount of money in a big ass house. Ooh, live like Batman, with a fast ass car.
Flying everywhere.
Superhero. Yeah, I wouldn't do the superhero shenanigan. Just give me the money, the car, the house. I'd be good. Batman had an unlimited amount of money, Not once you ever see Batman buy gas.
That's true, yo. You never saw him do anything.
Behind the scenes.
Fact. Alfred did everything.
Behind the scenes.
Alfred did everything. He didn't need to.
Batman never have a flat tire.
Facts.
Nothing.
Facts. I think for me, one wish I would have is to just have all my family together in one central location, whether it be in St. Vincent, all my family, extended family, immediate family, everybody for like a serious family reunion, especially after everything that happened with COVID. Yeah.
That'd be lit.
Nah, listen, family reunions be drama, bro.
Yeah.
Nah, you can't say that. You can't say that.
Some families, not all.
Not all of them.
Some families.
Yeah.
You hear argument. You remember when they teeth my chicken back on the plate?
And you didn't take me to KFC.
Yeah, bro. And there's gonna be a full-blown fight too.
Oh my God. So I just want to say goodnight to everybody that's now tuning in. You are now watching Watch Trouble on GMGT Live. We have Maddrass here in the building. I'm going to pass it over to DJ Dazzle to play some music, and we'll be back at 9:30 where we're going to go into the relationship topic. Next. Watch your face. Well, before we go, are you single or are you taken?
I'm taken.
Brittany, I'm sorry, girl. I was trying to help you out, son. I was really trying to help
Brittany taken too, you know.
So keep it locked, guys. Watch Trouble.
Maddrass, Aleo. Fiddy gal. Yeah. 758.
Make me bumper tick tac tick tac. Make me bumper tick tac tac tac. Make me bumper tick tac tick tac. Hands on your waist and hands on your head. Make me bumper tick tac tick tac. Make me bumper tick tac tac tac. Make me bumper tick tac tick tac. Yellow while you whine and bend. Bubble up the thing right there. Can I push it back, y'all? Bend. You see the guy right there. If I push on you, better push back, y'all. Tell a girl you gon' text you, man. Give a wine, make him fall in love with that big bamba. If I look at you, better look back, y'all. Push it back, let me juke that, y'all. All 10 ladies back shot, y'all. Push it back, y'all. Push it back. Bend. Bubble up the thing right there. Can I push it back, y'all? Bend. You see the girl right there. Hey! It takes two touch to clap. It takes two touch to clap. It takes two touch to clap. Hand on the knees and watch it from the back. It takes two touch to clap. It takes two touch to clap. It takes two touch to clap. You ready? Hand on the ground and make your bum jiggle. Round of applause, one for flexible. Sweet like a skittle, don't break like a brittle. Dribble and you spin it wrong just like a nickel. Connection, make the bum twiddle. You and your friends make the bum triple. Beat it like a drum, call that paradiddle. You alone make your left or single to mingle. Hey! It takes two touch to clap. It takes two touch to clap. It takes two touch to clap. Hand on the knees and watch it from the back. It takes two touch to clap. It takes two touch to clap. It takes two touch to clap. Oh my.
I don't know if you wanna trumble on it or stick, but I like the shape of your lipstick. The style where you have, girl, that's so unique. When you talk, the thing want to speak. Comme la cadence, l'idée même passe à s'y porter. Il qu'a fait mais elle est bondée. Il s'en la qu'a parlé foncé. Tu ne fais beau d'au par les baos. Tu n'es là, elle fait beau d'au par les baos, j'en ai fao. Tu ne fais beau d'au par les baos. Tu n'es là, elle fait beau d'au par les baos, j'en ai fao. Make it say something to you. Make the bomba say I love you to do. Make it do like it conversating to you. Make the bomba say something to you.
Black boy, l'eau fait beau d'eau par les baos. Arrivé des coques là par les baos. Maman tiré chivé ensemble, il pas tombe. Beau d'eau descend à télé, il par les baos. Jeune femme, calé tout ça, elle fait beau d'eau, fait l'homme. En pas mêlé, en l'air dans tout fait gomme. Gardez yo sway, en chargé yek condom. Fait beau d'eau, fait bam badam badam.
Tu ne fais beau d'au par les baos. Tu n'es là, elle fait beau d'au par les baos, j'en ai fao. Tu ne fais beau d'au par les baos. Tu n'es là, elle fait beau d'au par les baos, j'en ai fao. Make it say something to you. Make the bomba say I love you to do. Make it do like it conversating to you.
Fais ça, fais ta dos, fais ça. Chiffonne et souper. Make your bum do that. Run for up and shake it. Fais ta dos, fais ça. Chiffonne et souper. Make your bum do that. Run for up and shake it. Balance it, gal, just balance it. Big bumper, gal, no one can manage it. Check the thing, gal, I'll pay the damages. Do as you like, gal, I know what your habit is. You got the password for the Wi-Fi. Must grip it real good with your tight. You look right, can't bend no back way, you are the right size. Fais ta dough, fais ça. Chiffonne et souper. Make your bum do that. Run for up and shake it. Fais ta dough, fais ça. Chiffonne et souper. Make your bum do that. Run for up and shake it. Press with me, gal, baby, press with me. Then your knees put the back promote that for me. The thing sweet, y'all now get a like mommy. You got the password for the Wi-Fi. Muscle grip it real good, make it tight. You look like tight. Lose the rhythm.
Hey yo, Swags, what the driver's license number different this rhythm, me boy? This thing dry, she got a juice. She got a juice. She drippin', she drippin', she drippin'. She got a juice. My God, she got a juice. Yo, all of the gal them bend down. Walk up. Hey, this one go make gal walk up the waist and bend down low and stick out the bum. This gun make man come in the jam and hold a gal and throw away the gun. This one go make you wish that you coulda ever never miss a next bumper jam. So every man grab a gal and gal grab a man and walk up your waist when you hear this. I diggy my check, 1, 2. My gal bend down, tight shoe, move exclusive, hard shoe. I used to play kung fu. I diggy my check, 3, 4. Gal way up face to the floor. She got juice, no milk. She got island dairy, she got like she got a juice. She drippin', she drippin', she drippin'. She got a juice. She drippin', she got a juice. She got a juice.
Pull up the parking lot, ram. Lay me the door down long. Where we going? Big jam. Who playing? A big band. Fresh like no time to go in. Straight to the bar with the team. Alright, got it for strong 10 shots. Yo, we going cool in the back. Look wrong, so out the scene. Alright, now find me a feed. Band straight up, I don't line up. She ready for the walk, for the wind up. Go off like a clock when the time up. Make up all of me white shot, man. What pop mother? False alarm, false alarm. The lights turn off, lights turn off. It's only now party start. Front to back, wall to wall. Fighting like you know tomorrow. You can just buy the whole bottle. You can top make them remodel. The whole club lit. The whole place lit.
Well, look who it is.
My team lit. She pressing me. How come you dancing with Stephanie? I could not tell her.
Well, look who it is. It's the whining queen of the soca. Everybody want come hold her. Whining queen of the soca. Lord, she want me.
Chubble. Watch.
Well, look who it is. It's the. Well, look who it is. It's the. Well, look who it is.
Good night, everybody.
You reach back.
Good night, everybody.
You reach back.
Good night, everybody.
This is Chandy, sweet and fluffy like pink cotton candy. You are watching Watch Trouble on GMGT Live. Right now, I'm here with my favorite DJ in the whole wide world, DJ Dazzle.
Yeah.
And then we have Maddrass all the way, well, representing St. Lucia right here on the panel. So if you're now tuning in, you missed the topic that we had before. And the topic that we raised was, if you had one wish, what would it be? Maddrass said he wants to make it big, bold, and bad out there in the world. Dazzle?
I want to live like Batman.
Which I'm not I'm not even going there.
Nah, you can't fault me. Yo, Batman had a limited amount of money, he had a fast car. I wouldn't do all that whole spandex.
Ain't never buy nothing.
You wouldn't do the spandex thing.
I don't know. I ain't doing
So why
the
couldn't you
spandex.
live like Tony Stark?
Because he was just. Let's call it for what it is. That man was a crackhead, bro.
Tony Stark was not a crackhead.
Iron Man behaved like a crackhead.
No, he did not.
No other superhero take the kind of lick that Tony Stark take and get back up, son.
He's made out of iron. What you expect?
Thank you. Thank you. That's to tell
Alright,
you.
that's
That's to
crackhead
tell you
tendencies,
dust
bro.
yourself off and try again and get back up.
That is crackhead
Made out of
tendencies, bro.
steel.
You ever see a crackhead get hit by a car and get back up?
No.
Yeah, I have.
No.
I don't know. I never
So-
seen a crackhead get hit by a car.
Yo, they got hit by a car, and the car had to be doing at least 40, and the crackhead just get back up like, damn, man.
Oh my God. No, that's crazy.
And walked off.
That's Iron Man.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Get It on the Floor says, I wish I had a delete button and I could push to erase all past memories, start fresh. I respect that. Denise Hospitales on Julianspromos says, that's right. Family is everything and she loves to be in Trinidad. I respect that. Shout out to the selector Chris. We missed you too. Shout out to Consciousness. If you're new to GMGT at this hour, this is Watch Trouble, where we have fun. We try not to be like your typical talk show. I hope you're having fun, Maddrass. Are you enjoying yourself, or you just like whatever?
If I was just sitting here,
bored to tears, you'd be like, yo. So here we are now going into the relationship topic. I did not choose this topic. I'm going to put that out there right now. This disclaimer.
Who did?
So this is a listener. One of our listeners, because we encourage our listeners to give us topics, right? So this is a listener who brought this topic up, and she said, why do men feel the need to be inebriated to enjoy sex? Why is sober sex not attainable?
Oh, we have a man basher.
No, she's not a man basher.
The only men she does do is men that is drink and be high and under the influence.
I mean, that says something about her.
Really?
Yeah.
That's what you guys really say that?
Another woman will tell you something different.
Okay, so I'm going to read the comments that came up here.
Yes, please. Read.
So Gigi says, what men are these? Not all men can a person under the influence, in my opinion, at least get alcohol. And then Rennie says, I think they need to preface that from their experience. That's a guy who said that. Evangel says maybe it's to help be more freaky or more open, or maybe an excuse to say, I'm sorry, it's not working so good. It must be the alcohol. Dag, I never thought about that one. That last one.
I don't know. I feel
Dag, that's a good one.
Yeah, I just personally feel like it have something to do with her. Like you see in the other comments, like it depends on the person. So she probably just had a bunch of not to say it like that. You understand what I mean? Sorry, no offense, but she probably had men that only could do certain,
maneuvers,
have sex when they under the influence.
Maybe she is the type of woman that is only enjoyable during an intoxication.
That's what. So you wanted said sloppy sex.
Sorry.
Sloppy sex. You wanted said sloppy sex. This is a listener here who says sloppy sex. When you're inebriated, it's sloppy sex.
I'm not saying what I said to say that she's ugly. I don't know how.
No. Homegirl.
But she's probably annoying.
We're gonna call her Alicia. Alicia is a gorgeous girl. She's beautiful. Shout out Alicia if you're watching. I'm not gonna put your name out there. But yeah, she rose that, and I thought it was an interesting question. For me personally, the few times that I have entertained such activities under the influence, I found it fun and inebriating.
Yeah, of course it's gonna be fun.
I find it it's amazing because you see yourself going to different heights that you
you're just doing anything.
You find your leg up in places you didn't think you could go.
You
know what I'm saying? I see that, but then I also get her point of view in the sense that you want sensual, I love you kind of make love to me kind of vibe. But then I didn't get it, until you guys mentioned it. It didn't dawn on me that it could be the people that she's associated herself with.
Could be.
Or she's attracted to, or where she's finding these individuals.
Yeah,
could be thugged out dudes who don't know any better, and all they knew is gin and juice or Hennessy, and that's how they do their thing. You know what I'm saying?
Realistically, she could have had people that I'm gonna speak from past experience. There's been a time where I've dealt with someone that was just so annoying.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not. There's a time that I've dealt with somebody that was just super annoying.
So why'd you deal with them if that's the case? You felt sorry for them?
No, upstairs was good.
Whoa.
But in order to get through that initial, soft conversation stage and killing time, like I had to drink something. I had to maybe smoke something. Like I had to just have something that would allow me to focus elsewhere without it being that obvious that I'm not paying her no attention.
Jesus Christ. I would never want to know if that was me in that position. I would never want to know that.
Of course, you're not gonna know that.
That's kind of harsh. What do you mean? Of course you're not gonna know. If every time y'all having sex you're high, then obviously there's something wrong.
What if I'm just always high?
See, then that's a problem too.
How is that a problem?
That's a problem for her.
You just asked me earlier in the stuff in the interview in the show.
Yeah.
Down to earth or edibles. So I know I'm not down to earth every minute of the day.
I know people like that.
That's a valid point. Consciousness.
She probably mean like under influence, like liquor.
She's talking about liquor.
Yeah,
she wasn't talking about high. She was talking about liquor.
So if a man has this kind of addiction that he just drink every minute of the day.
Then obviously, that's not a good man to be with.
Then whose fault is that?
Then that would be her fault.
Okay.
Or
it could be different things. It could be so much different things.
It could be so many different things. But if this is a consistent thing where, because also what came up with this question was somebody had posed the question, what's up with the dating scene? You know, somebody put P in it because the options are very limited dating wise. And it's just like when you do meet somebody, it's real Schitt's Creek you're dealing with.
It's the generation.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, it's enough of us that's saying the same thing to realize that it's not everybody. It's just who you're looking at.
Mm-hmm. Who you putting yourself around, who you're finding,
exactly.
Who you're putting you get what I'm saying? Who you putting your time to,
where you're finding them.
Yeah.
So if you prefer people within the Caribbean community, what happens then? And this is all you find it in the Caribbean community. You gotta go to the Russian community now.
Nah, it's not. You just have to find that right person in that Caribbean community.
Yeah, that's it.
It'd be hard, son.
Yeah.
It'd be hard in the boulevard.
It's not gonna be easy to find the right. You get what I'm saying?
Like, let's play devil's advocate.
Or you could just probably try some Russians, probably.
And then turn them out to freaking Soca community. You ain't see all the Russians that coming over?
You could transform that.
Yeah, and then he become a hot hoe.
Yeah. Nah.
Let's not speak on my friend like
I'm
that.
not talking about your friend. There's more than one Russian that's in the scene, right?
We're throwing shots on it.
Yeah, there's only one Russian that is known in the scene.
Oh, that's a nice one. That's a nice one. I didn't mean you though. I didn't mean you, Russian.
But I mean, but yeah, like I was saying, I mean, let's play devil's advocate. There are women out there that only want to deal with guys when they're drunk after they've been hanging out with their girls all night.
Wait, repeat that again?
There are girls out there that would only want to deal with a guy after they've been with their girls all night, hanging out, drinking, smoking, whatever they do at a party.
And they got some men that do vice versa.
Yeah. She's not the only one. Guys go through it too.
You feel so?
Yeah.
My phone has rang at 2 o'clock in the morning before.
Pound me now.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah.
That's terrible. That is real terrible.
It can be, if you look at it that way.
So how do you guys deal with that when you get those 2 a.m. Drunk texts or drunk calls?
Answer the phone.
He says, I'm not answering that.
Not anymore, but I mean, at that point in time, yeah, I would answer the phone.
For real?
Yeah.
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 For real?
Yeah, it could be 6 a.m. I'm now getting up from work. I gotta do something real quick.
Oh shit. Damn, son. Damn. So I'm gonna go with what Brittany said. Brittany says,
"Oh my God."
Oh, she's going. She's going. Brittany went back and answered the other question. She said, "I wish I could eliminate my family debt with her wish." And then Consciousness says, "Heightened pleasure like weed sex." Yeah, meaning in regards to being inebriated or high during the sex. So he says it heightens the pleasure when you like under the influence of weed. That kind of segment. Brittany says the people who say that the dating scene sucks are jaded and should date each other, and don't go into a new situation thinking all women are one way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All men are the one way.
Yeah.
I think
all men are different.
All men are
all
different.
All women are different. Everybody's different. We're human beings. We come from different people, different kind of background, different kind of,
different experiences.
Yeah, different experience.
No, but you know what? Honestly speaking, from friends that I've spoken with that are in doing the dating scene right now, a lot of them are saying the same thing in the sense that, you know, maybe it's a cultural thing or maybe it's the people that are dealing with now. You know, maybe 5, 6 years ago, you would take your time to have sex. People have a timeline now. Like after date 2, 3, they want some coochie.
This is generation.
That's kind of like, like nobody taking time no more.
6, how much to have sex?
2 to 3 dates.
And 5, 6 years ago?
No. I'm talking about 5 to 6. She's saying like 5, 6
years ago. It took time to get into somebody's panty. Not after 2, 3 days. Now it's like 1, 2. Yo,
I'm talking about days. I mean in hours, because you know after the first.
That's what I'm saying. Now people just like kissing on the first date, giving up coochie on the first date.
That used to be hot, bro.
Yo, giving coochie on the first date. In some cases, they showing titties before you even get on the date.
So
it's different now.
Ain't no difference, bro.
It is different now.
Ain't no difference.
You gotta, I don't know, son. Like, I don't
Ain't no difference. 5-6 years ago, I was getting it the same way, so it ain't no difference.
You see, it goes back to your pool. Everybody's because I guess your scene versus my scene. My scene, people was taking time. You ever read the book? What's the name of the guy? The older guy. What's his name? The bald-headed older guy. Steve Harvey.
Nah, I never watched it.
Within my time frame, people was trying their best to follow suit with that book. Act like a man. Was it Act Like a Man?
Think Like a Man.
Think Like a Man. Act like a girl. Act like a lady. Think like a man. And so they did a movie about it too.
Yeah, I watched that movie.
They did a movie about it. And so everybody, when I tell you everybody within that time period was trying their very best to fulfill that book. So you wear your granny panties with the hole in it so you can't have sex and all that shit. And take time because you want somebody to get to know you. It's different now, Dazzle. It is way different now.
Do you know how many women lost their potential soulmate because they wanted to follow that book?
What's your face? You see, that's exactly how I feel.
I never know that. That put me in a shock. That put me in a shock.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I got hit with that effing 90-day rule business.
What is wrong with a 90-day rule?
Why should it take 90 days? If you're gonna
you only got 90 days, bro.
No, it's 90 days before she give up the poom.
But you only got 90 days is what I'm asking you.
For me?
Yeah.
Yo, I got hit with the 90-day rule.
90 days alone?
Yo,
shit.
Bro.
So you got longer.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. And where are these girls now? They still in your life or no?
Nah, to kick them off.
Oh shit.
Exactly.
Kick them off.
Y'all are savages.
Kick them off.
No, it's not that.
Back home, you only walking on rocks, so you're just kicking rocks.
It's not that. Like, at that point, it's like, why should I wait 90 days? If I really like you, it don't matter when you give it up.
Mm-hmm. But some people are different, bro. You got some girls that, you have to work for that. Do some push-ups. You know?
Yo, and I'm one of them people who I feel like you gotta work for it. It's not that easy to catch.
Everybody are different. They got they could be a girl that be like, yo, you just talk to me a certain way, you get in it.
And there will be a guy that will, fully wait that time and give you what you're looking for, but he may not be the guy that you initially want.
I probably wouldn't do 90 days. Maybe 2 to 6 weeks.
They got some girls that you talk to them the first minute, you get in at the next minute.
But that's what I'm saying, though. That's why people are saying there's pee in the dating pool, because people have made it so easy that if you have standards, you gotta lower it.
That's all.
You really gotta lower it.
That's what it's all about these days.
Storm, you want to come on and answer this question?
Yeah, my girl. Pull up.
See, look, Brittany agree with me.
Pull up on the end.
Nah, real quick here. So we asking the question of should there be a term limit? Well, the dating pool question, but now we're asking the question of should there be a time limit on when you give up the coochie? Yeah. See? You see? What is it? Do you agree with the 90-day rule, or you agree with?
Fuck no.
90 days.
90 days rule? No 90 days.
She said no 90 days. The urgency of the situation.
It depends on my urgency and how good he look
and act. It's true, because there are some people who
They 100 and million days, and then some days some people
you just slip. Yeah, you see, but there's a level of standards, because we're saying some people are saying that the dating pool these days is somebody put pee in it because the standards have been lowered.
That's not what's happening. We have high expectations.
You think so?
Before he just had to have money, now he had to be good. He had to be likable.
Mm-hmm. Wow. You see, it all depends on who you're speaking with.
Are you sure?
That's what I'm saying.
That's vice versa. That's turn that around.
Women always have to be likable because we needed you guys to take care of us.
Mm-hmm.
Men didn't have to be likable. They had to be able to support us. Like you had to have a nice car, you had to have a house, all that kind of stuff. Looks, personality.
Okay.
Now that we do that shit for ourselves, you have to be likable. So it's a different caliber. Now we want you to have all those things and be likable. And not to mention all the movies and shit coming out and giving us the impression men is Superman, just like how you expect us to be women.
Yeah.
I didn't think about it that way.
Some girls just like the money.
No, because
you know.
I love everything else too.
No, we were saying that in certain cases, see, she have to go. She got to call somebody. Somebody saw her and said, "What you saying, girl?"
9 o'clock.
So you give me that 1,000,000 days rule? You give me that 90-day rule?
Yo, 90 days is rough, son. Yo, honestly, I got hit with that like twice, bro.
Shit.
And you wrote her off, so y'all didn't stay for the 90 days.
I wrote
so
one
what
of
is
them
what is the max? What is the max you guys are willing to stay
I feel it's not even
to make it respectable?
It's not even a number for me.
It depends on the person. Yeah, it depends on the person.
So if you got that connection,
At the end of the day, you gotta respect that
her,
person.
of course.
You understand?
But what I'm saying is this: if there's a connection there, and let's say she says, "I'm giving it to you on date 3," you don't find her to be a hoe. You just like, all right, cool, let's go.
We'll see. I gotta know the background. Let me do a background check. I doing a background check on date 2.
Yeah, I mean, listen, for me.
But if she wanna give it up date 3 and she not that kind of, then you know.
For me, it's not
Don't
even.
really mean.
It's not even a number. It's like, yo, if we spending time when we get to that stage and no, I prime, ready.
First date? Oh.
For me, nah, I can hold my peace, but we get to that stage, we prime, we ready, and then it's like, no. All right, the first time, okay. The second time, the third time, nah, bro, this ain't working. I'm not gonna be walking around with blue balls every time I see you.
Yeah,
that's not gonna happen.
That's not
For
a good
real?
feeling. Yeah,
it's not gonna happen.
Well, come on the camera and talk about it.
People, them say they can't hear you.
They can't hear you. They want to hear you. Come on, put your mic on. You don't want the camera on you? I don't know. You have to stand it back at him. You have to stand it back at him.
Good. Don't worry about it.
Your mic is on. Go ahead. I can't really. Well, yeah, we could see her. I ain't gonna lie.
So, how much time you could go before you get blue balls?
I'm saying, I mean,
Nah.
it's not how many times. I'm not gonna consistently put myself in a position to get blue balls. I'm just gonna.
What is the position? Are you going too far?
Or too
Alright,
fast?
So look, with this whole 90-day rule, right? I said I've been hit with the 90-day rule twice, right? So Chandy said, "What is your time limit to cut somebody off?" I said, "There's no real time limit. But if I'm with you once and you say no, all right, cool. If I'm with you twice, it's like, If it's the third time, then no, I'm cutting you off because I'm not gonna get prime and ready each and every time.
Every time you take me out, you priming up to have sex?
It's not even taking you out.
It's not about priming up to have, but if we taking you out and we going back to my place or your place and you know, and nothing gotta give, then
See, this is why I don't. This is why when I say I'm going out, you're not coming home with me. We will meet in a public place and go our way.
That's fine.
Every man is different.
And that's fine.
If I go back to your place the first time, I'm not gonna be into you. You get what I'm saying? Chill, relax. You get what I'm saying? Vibe out. If it happened, it happened. Next night, probably that's next time, not next night. That's rated R. But next time, you know, let's see, test the waters. I mean, in between that next time, we're gonna be talking. You get what I'm saying? Probably going on different kind of dates. I'm not saying every date I gotta go back to your crib.
How much people I'm gonna be having sex with if I have sex on the third time we go out every time?
But it's not even about going out. Like imagine.
I
if
mean,
we
after
prime.
after the first date, he's not good enough. Why it should be a second date? Why you should get to the third date?
Because sometimes you want to get to know them.
Forget the date.
You don't write a person off by the first
If
date.
you're in a position to
You're
prime
right.
up,
I have several times.
if you're in a position to prime up, that means you're in an intimate setting,
Exactly, that is what I'm talking about.
and that's what I mean. Like
Yeah.
it shouldn't be an intimate setting if you know you want to take your time. It shouldn't happen like that. Going on a date.
Here's the thing about that. Like, I could say no. How much times have we go, oh, we just go and watch a movie. Let me just put it head in.
Oh yeah, I got tricked with that.
I'm not
before.
saying that's how far they
That's
go,
not
but I'm
every
saying
man. That's not every man.
I got tricked with that one
No,
before.
I'm not saying that's
Just
the
put the
talk.
tip
I'm
in.
just
Yeah.
saying that's the premise. Okay, we're just gonna watch a movie.
Okay, that's
we're
fine.
just gonna do this. We're just gonna do that, and then it leads to kissing, and then we say no, and then you try to take it a little further every single time until the point it gets where you're trying to put your hand on my clothes, and I just say a hard no.
Nah, if the first time that's probably based on your experience, but.
Sis.
Okay, with the S. But like, say some men probably like after the first time you say no, be like, alright, fuck it, we just gonna, alright, fudge it, we just gonna watch the movie. You know what I'm saying? Some men probably like they need it, they urgent.
See, I don't like that.
They have to
and
bust.
I think that to me that's
If
what you
somebody-
end up.
No,
yeah.
if a girl tell me that no after that, you know, it's over. That's it.
I
It's not about it's over. It's just like you know.
You chill.
So you put her in friend zone after that.
No, not friend zone. Nah, if I really like her, not friend zone. Just easy. She trying to take it easy. We're gonna try again next time.
So the question I have to ask is this now: a lady who decides to hold out, do you respect her more, or it's just like it is what it is?
Hold out. What you mean hold out?
Meaning like I just said it. Meaning like hold out instead of giving it right away. Not, you know what I'm saying? Like
you talking about the 90 days?
Maybe less than 90 days. Not everybody wants to give the 90 days.
You saying 30 days a month?
Maybe
that's
30
calm.
days.
That's calm. 30
That's
days.
calm.
That's calm. But if you're trying to hit me with the 60, I'm going somewhere else. I'm not gonna tell you.
That's messed up. That's misleading.
Messed up. I don't mind if you having sex with somebody else.
Yeah. Once you're dating, that's it. If we're not together, do what you gotta
yeah.
do. But once we solidifying that it's getting serious and I'm giving you pooms, I need to know if you're seeing if you're seeing other people while you getting pooms from me, then you need to be honest. You gotta be honest. You gotta be honest.
The whole premise of the
conversation. Then I wouldn't lead you in the wrong direction.
But the whole premise of the conversation is that you're not giving up the pooms. So you can't be mad.
Yeah, you can't be mad if I'm going and get the booms.
So wait, I like okay. Let me be.
Yeah, I know you like it. I know.
Let me be clear.
I know.
I don't mind
Experiences.
if we are dating, not just dating. Even if we said okay, we're going to take it to the next level, that doesn't always mean sex, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
it can be a relationship.
if you're having, if we're not having sex, I genuinely don't mind if you're having sex with somebody else. I just don't want to bump into you no way with nobody.
That's it. Because if I'm feeling you. And I'm already fantasizing how the sex is gonna be, and I see you with somebody else, I will go effing mad.
What you mean, doing it with somebody else, or just seeing me in the street?
Seeing you in the street with somebody else, and I see you hugging up and kissing up.
And your neck
Whoa,
down,
you see a demon one time.
Damn, that's chop.
Demon one time. No, it's true. It's true.
We're going out like that hard, then we're going out like hard. Like I said, if you say to me, well, I'm having sex with, you could just be having sex with somebody. I have had my sexual partners that I don't date and I don't go out with and all that kind of stuff to satisfy that urge. But a guy, I have found that when you introduce sex to a relationship too early, it distracts you from really getting to know that person.
And that is why us women wait. If we really into you, we'll wait. But if you just like, if it's an urge that we have to fulfill, come.
Yeah, but
come. We the same way. We the same way. We are the same way, just like you.
That comes with honesty, because as a guy, you might be attracted to someone, but you might not want a relationship with that person.
I agree with you. Tell me that shit.
Yeah,
tell me that straight up. It's true.
So I mean, with that being said, as a woman,
if you have it going on like that,
but I mean, as a woman, if you hold him back, oh no, he's gonna wait 90 days.
Nah, I don't do the 90-day thing. I think that's too long. That's too long.
I have. But I'm saying if we're holding
how
back,
successful was the 90-day thing?
Have you told him?
Single.
Have you told
no, but
him
in the past when you've done it, how? Yeah, how?
I did not give him a 90-day rule. Like it wasn't like okay, I pre-planned. There was no pre-plan. It just turned out that I was feeling him, and we got married.
Oh shit!
Oh wow!
Yeah, lasted 10 years.
Okay, so then it worked.
It
worked.
I'm just saying that
it worked.
It distracts from getting to know the person, and this is my experience over the last 2
when you
years
give up the sex too early
with one person and 3 imaginary, and it's I have found that when you have sex too early, it usually doesn't work out because you don't get to know that person,
and that's how
because
I feel.
It's the default to sex. If I do something wrong and I could have sex with you and you ain't tell me shit, but what I just do, we having sex.
Okay. No comment. You're real quiet there.
Okay.
So before we close out, because we're entering Storm's territory here. So I have to ask this question now. Seeing that we've gotten so steamy here right now, you have to come back another session, right? I have to ask this question. How do you feel about polygamy?
Can you explain what that is?
Okay, so polygamy is, in this case, you're the man. So the man would have 2 different wives, 2 different women at the same time, not in bed per se. It's you have 2 different wives. So if you get this wife a house, you have to get the next wife a house. It's basically equity across the board.
It's like an African kind of
a Muslim kind of thing. You guys have a pot. You should. This is like
no. I
want to hear.
I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, I want to hear it. So
how much money I would have?
You have
no. This is
$50 million.
Yeah, let's or
$50 million. I'm rich. Wait, let me tell you something. If I'm rich, then I'm down.
But if you're not rich, let's say right now, would you put yourself in that position?
To have 2 women
at the same time,
and have to buy everything,
and they all know they both know about the situation. They know about each other.
Right.
Basically, it's a harmonized situation you have going on here.
Voice of God said, "Hell yes."
Answer it. So let me hear this one. Answer.
But polygamy doesn't mean that you just have to have money, because how it is today, for example, I actually
it's about just having 2 wives.
I know a group. It's not 2. I know a group that's 4 of them work and 1 doesn't. So there's 4 incomes coming into a 5-person household.
Mm-hmm. It could be like that.
So it doesn't mean that you're the only person bringing in money. It's a group thing.
It's a pot. It's everybody. It's a group thing. Everybody's on the same page. There's no cheating. There's no arguing because everybody knows what's going on.
Yeah. What the problem?
Listen, that's not gonna work. If there's no arguments, that's not gonna work. Ain't nothing better than makeup sex.
What? No, I want to hear.
As a woman, 2 hours started, you telling me you never pick an argument just to have makeup sex?
I never pick an argument to have
You's
makeup
a red
sex.
woman, I don't believe you.
He just said, yeah, wow. That's messed up.
To do that? And use a Trinidadian, so
I used to a lot. I don't do it anymore because I have great sex no matter what. But I'm saying I used to. I used to do that because men tend to, I don't know, I used to equate aggression to passion.
Oh, wow. Nah.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I have my moments where I love the rough sex.
Exactly, but we get it
pull the
by
hair, all kind of
being
shit. I like
mad,
that.
right?
Yeah.
Now you could just say it and they entertain it. And for me, in my past, I didn't know how to say this is what I wanted.
Really?
Right, because I was taught to manipulate a situation.
Oh shit.
Look at I'm not. No. You know what? Good night. I will see you in about 10 minutes. I'm trying to be honest here.
No. I respect it.
You know, like but women have been taught that, whether we think that or not. We've been taught, like, if you dress up prettier, you would get what you want. If you act softer, you will get what you want. If you caress the situation versus being aggressive or being vocal with certain things, you're going to get what you want. So we've been taught, young ladies are seen and not heard. We've been taught to be manipulative.
For me, I think my problem is I was always aggressive. My mother used to always tell me that I am too aggressive and I need to let a man be a man. Because I was so accustomed, if you don't want to do it, I will do it for myself. And then I'll do it for both of us if necessary, because I work on a timing. If you're not on my timing, I will make my own timing. And so I've learned to just pull that back and just try to be a lady, which is hard because I'm so independent. Put it that way.
I have learned that you could have it both and have it all. And I smile and I say, hey, how you doing, loving? And when I need my shit and you still engage to me.
That is something I learned. So I like to play the damsel in distress.
You have learned to play the damsel? Mm-hmm. I don't know about the damsel, but I am distressed a few times when I want what I want. And no, because I learned at 16 years old that if I smile enough, I'll get what I want. And it's part of my personality now, to the point where I enjoy
smiling. Yeah, it's true. It's true.
But I naturally smile. Like if I go into a room, I naturally do it without even thinking about it. But I wasn't always that way as a child. I learned that behavior at 16. And we're not honest with ourselves with the stuff that we do or the stuff that we've been taught or we've been trained to do or how we are and how we're gonna do bad behavior if we don't know where we got it from.
True.
So.
Oh God, look at you. You look like, you don't even know what to say or do now.
I'm sorry.
Nah, I like that.
You learned a lot tonight, didn't you?
Yeah,
Your face looked like real loaded.
Yeah.
Did you know? It just looks like you have so much things going on in your head right now. So we just want to say thank you so much, Storm. Thank you so much.
You are welcome.
Everybody.
And thank you for letting me in.
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
Just remember, everybody, please keep it locked for Stormy Nights, which is shortly after this session here. We want to just say thank you so much. We hope you enjoyed your stay here as well.
That was lit.
I
hope I come back.
Is there anybody you want to shout out before we head out?
Shout out me, Lolly Master. Shout out Team Fox, Differentology, Brittany if you're still on the live, Junior Cruiser. Shout out everybody who supports me. New music coming. Let's go. Maddrass music.
That's it. Anything you want to say before we head out?
I'm going to drop a preview for y'all like next month.
For real? So I'm going to hold you to it.
Yeah.
And then we also want you to come back another.
Well, actually, at the end of this month, I'll drop a preview.
Okay, cool. Are you going to do a video too?
The video's already...
Already in motion. I like
you
that.
can,
I like that.
One thing somebody told me, motto, don't drop no songs without visual.
I agree with that 110%. Real talk.
Every song have visual.
Real talk.
So we're ranking up on the rankings. But that's good though.
Even if it's on IG, some kind of visual.
Some kind of visual.
A teaser
so
or something.
See who's behind
the music. Yeah,
of course.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Makes your face synonymous with the video sound. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Of course.
So wait, before we disappear, I forgot to give the takeaways. So we really veered off with that whole conversation. Brittany said, how do we get here?
Shit, Brittany, I don't know.
don't know. Sorry.
Yeah, Brittany. Thank you for keeping track of everything.
It's trouble.
It is. It's watch trouble. You know what I'm saying? So, to Alicia, who raised the question with regards to being inebriated, I prefer I agree with what the guy said here. It's possibly the men within the circle that you're choosing. So you might want to check your ecosystem. You might want to go outside of that scope. It could be that you're annoying to the persons that you're having sex with as well. I never thought about it that way, that they need to be inebriated in order to have sex with you.
That was just my personal experience. I don't want to put that on her. So I hope I don't be working
hopefully
on the street.
not. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully not. But you just never know. It could be the case as well, and she might not know.
I hope I'm not walking down the street and a big stone fly out of nowhere. And
Jesus Christ.
That's the problem.
So I mean, those are the takeaways. In the sense that if you're in a situation with somebody and they feel that they need to be inebriated in order to have sex with you, you might want to reevaluate where you're collecting your significant others or the people that you're dating. You might want to change your dating area, your dating pool. With regards to the wishes, there's no takeaway for that. Everybody have their wish, and we wish everybody the best of luck with their wishes. Hopefully they come true. And I think that's it, because we had a lot to discuss today.
Yeah, I liked it. I'm gonna come back.
Good, I like that. I'm glad you enjoyed yourself.
Yeah, it's fun.
So again, everybody, I want to say thank you for keeping it locked. Keep it forward. We're gonna have Stormy Nights next. We shout out to Storm, who invaded the show for like the last 10 minutes. My name is Chandy, sweet and fluffy like pink cotton candy. You can catch us each and every Thursday, 8 to 10 p.m. right here on GMGT Live. Next week, we're gonna have the artist Romicon on set with us, and then the week after that, we're gonna have Sita, the lyrical diva, with us as well.
Oh, Sita, baby.
I just want to say thank you guys again for keeping it locked. You can follow me on Instagram, ChandyMedia. You can follow me on Facebook, Chandy Sweet. And that's it. Keep it locked, guys. Good night.
Bye.
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 Catch one, 3 5.